Whew. I'm nervous. I at least hope that it works. That's my biggest fear right now. That it doesn't do as I want it to. Oh yes, perfect. So now let me listen to it. Perfect. So that's it now. It works nicely. Now I need to check the. Yes. Now it is working as I wanted to. So. Alright. So. Whew. I am a little bit nervous. I haven't streamed for a long time. Hey, where's the chat? I need chat. There it is. Oh, so a lot happened over this year, which is on one hand amazing, the stuff that happened, and on the other hand it's just damn. Don't do full screen please, otherwise I can't see the chat for some reason. So no. Okay, I'm fine. I think I have never done better in my life, which is a really good thing to say. I'm really happy right now, but let me. My heart is pounding. Not just because of the stream, but also because of the energy and because of Got Milko. Because of the question. Let me sit like that. So, because of his question, I'm not drinking from a mug anymore, sadly. Still, I think it's the superior way of drinking it. But now there's no reason for me to do so anymore, since I'm drinking it directly from a bottle. I'm not mixing it with water anymore. So, I'm mixing it with sparkling water because that's how you're supposed to do it, and it tastes way better. So, I just realized that my wardrobe is open, but it's so funny that I never got used to actually closing it. So, what happened? A lot actually. Oh, my phone isn't charging, which is bad, since now the stream is dependent on the battery of that. Oh my god, ding ding dong. Bro looks so much better. Bro looks so much older. Well, I've been gone for a while. But so glad seeing everyone here. Jeez, it's so nice. Fanray, Got Milko. Ding dong, I really, to be honest, I actually thought once I start streaming again, everyone will be gone. I thought so, and I could never be how's it called? Yeah, I could understand it if you would all be gone or unfollowed me or something, because I would have done that, to be honest, if someone wouldn't upload for a year or two. I don't know how long. Nice to see you again. It's nice seeing every one of you, seriously. This is amazing. I just can't believe everyone is still here. Supporting. I'm ride or die with my followers. I did have a viewer account on stream, but it seems to be gone. But who cares? Well, I'm just really relieved to see people still tuning in. This is really amazing. Yeah, kind of caught me off guard as well, since I thought the first few minutes I could use to a little bit test still, which I did. I did test stream as well, but this is amazing. And now everything is working fine. I did have some problems. I thought I'd have problems, and I really hope it wouldn't be too complicated, and it was alright. I did rage a little bit, but it's okay. So how have I been? Well, let me return the question to you as well. How have you guys been? I'd be glad to hear that as well. And while reading, I will tell you everything that has happened. As you can see, there is a new location, a new background, and yeah, I moved. And that was one of the main reasons I stopped streaming, because I did have problems. I still follow many streamers who haven't streamed in years. I'll be back when they come back. Oh. Yeah, I mean, there are some people who I came back for, even if they wouldn't be doing YouTube or streaming even after a year. Yeah, so why did I move out? I was sort of forced to, if I'm being honest. I graduated university with a bachelor's degree since you last streamed. Damn! Holy shit. Congratulations, man. Yeah, my chair is still squeaking. Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations, really nice to hear that. I'm so glad, really. Yeah, I did do better as well. And I hope everyone does, because that would be really amazing if every viewer and me myself just start to have a better life from now on. And yeah, so why did I move out? I moved out not just once, but 3 times. 3 times. So, let me explain. I looked that word up before. My landlord, yeah, that's it. I still think that's a stupid word. The walls from my old apartment were really thin, so you could hear a lot in the next room or in the apartment above me, which my landlord lived in. And I listened to music on my phone, not with speakers, not with anything. Even after midnight. And yeah, I thought at first it was a little too loud when I had my speakers from my PC on, and I did see that. And he told me to be more quiet. So I did, and I listened to music on my phone like for months at nighttime, at pretty much every time of the day. And for months, there was no complaint, nothing at all. So, and my phone isn't loud. It really isn't. You may look it up even. Wait, I don't know which phone it was. Well, it was an older Samsung model, so it's really not that loud, okay? It's just a normal phone speaker. Even on full volume, it's not that loud. And I didn't even have it on full volume as well. So there was this one time, like he mentioned it once before, that I should be more quiet, but that was when I had my speakers on. And I did get that, and I said, okay, I'm sorry, I'll be more quiet. And it's not like it's entirely my fault. Like the walls were really, really, really thin. Like I could hear the person from the other room cough. They were that thin. And I'm serious, I heard every cough. Like there is just so little privacy then as well, of course. And yeah, then there was this one time where he just made turned the power of my apartment on and off like 3 to 4 times because I didn't hear him knocking on my door because I was listening to music. And I was like, damn, what was that? I thought it was like a problem with the power. So then I heard it knocking like really, really loud. And it was like 1 a.m. or something like that. And yeah. So I opened the door, and it was my landlord. And he was pissed. Like, without any warning, like months had passed since he last told me that I should do this a little more quiet, listening to music. Like when I had speakers on, I did understand that, but with both my speaker, especially since I heard it on that volume for months without him any time saying that, even though we've seen each other a lot of times. Like he lives in the same house, like one floor above me. Like he never told me I was too loud once I listened with my normal phone. I mean, he wouldn't even have to say it in the same night, but he could say it at daytime. Hey, last time you were a little too loud. And he is really weird. Like, I'm serious. It was the weirdest man I have ever seen. That guy made a picture of someone's trash and put it on the house, on the door of the house, and put a caption on it saying, "Whose is this?" I looked at the picture and I was like, what's wrong with that trash? There is nothing put in there that doesn't belong there or anything like that. That was just so weird to me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He even has cameras in the house. Like, that's really weird, but never really thought of it. Like, okay, someone busts in or something like that, he has proof or anything like that. But the more I saw him, the more I realized that this guy just is not sane at all. And yeah, I remember the first day, he thought I broke the window because it was like on this weird. The windows in Germany are actually really practical. You can just you have like this thing you hold, and then you can just turn it right there, and then it will open. And if you do it like that, it will close. If you want to like sort of don't want it to be open like that, but just this how's it called, diagonal, a little tilted, so the window isn't open, but also a little air will come in, and then you will put it up. It's really smart engineering, and I didn't even know that it was a German thing until I saw it on YouTube. But yeah, sometimes some windows will have the problem that it will be on this weird in between, so that it's sort of tilted and will go open. And that happened at that day. I didn't break it or anything. It happened a lot of times, by the way. It was the first day I was in, and that guy screamed at me, telling me how stupid I am and something like that. I thought like, Jesus Christ, chill out. But I thought he may have a bad day, something like that. Forget about it. It was really cheap, so I didn't complain. Yeah. That was a huge red flag right there. I should have moved out immediately. I feel like, looking back at it, especially considering that guy lives right above me. But sometimes he did seem nice, at least a little bit. So, who knows? Maybe it really was just a bad day. But he also said so many things that and rules and stuff right at the beginning when he showed me the apartments and which I could choose from, which are free, and the prices. And he really did say so many rules at the beginning. Yeah, most of them were really reasonable. Let's call it that. So, like I said, I didn't think of it. And yeah, on that day, he really lost it. Like, that guy just straight up pushed me, even slapped me. A lot of landlords are crazy in general. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Like, pretty much almost everyone, I feel like. But yeah, I really didn't know what to do at that point. I couldn't even think. Like, it was 1 a.m. and this guy just fucking starts insulting me, starts pushing me, starts slapping me. I didn't want to get in a fight, so I didn't fight back or anything. Especially since I looked to the right, but my brain really thought of a lot of opportunities. Like, even I was under stress so much in the situation, I could still think really fast, which was amazing. I was really surprised by that. Like, I looked to the right, I saw knives, but I knew I can't look at that too long, because otherwise he will see I will look at that and feel threatened even more, and maybe he would take a knife. So I looked there and looked right back, so he would not see where my where I look. But my thought at that moment really was take a knife and fucking say go away from me. But obviously I knew that guy's unpredictable at that point. There were 5 knives at my desk, so if I would take one and this crazy motherfucker who's unpredictable anyways, he may not see the threat there. He may have taken one as well and go like, what do you want, huh? You know what I mean? And this, I don't know, he did seem normal at first with some issues, I guess, but that motherfucker was crazy. I didn't expect him to be that crazy, okay? Yeah. He's that guy to put signs everywhere and write emails to everyone, which is really weird. You couldn't even pay by bank transfer. Wow, that's scary. Glad you're okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, I still feel... I felt so angry months after that. And to be honest, I could punch him right in the face, like right now. But that's sort of against all of my beliefs. But yeah, he did say that, why don't you get there, that you're too loud or something like that. And when I wanted to take, and even though like I was in that crazy situation, my thoughts were, don't forget to take your phone, because he wanted to throw me out. He did say, I have to go out, just leave. He didn't care for all my things. And he wanted my key, and I even gave him that. But I was smart enough to take my phone with me. Take my keys, take everything. But I was fast with taking my phone. It was on my bed and I immediately took it. Immediately. And now my thoughts were, throw me out. I'm in a fucking tank top. I don't know how. It was not winter, but it was like spring or something. And it was autumn, sorry, autumn. Like it wasn't warm outside, but it wasn't too cold, and I can take coldness pretty well, but I was in a tank top. So I knew I'm in a tank top outside, I don't have a key, but I have my phone, so now I can go, I can call the police. Now I did everything he said. I put on my shoes and I went out. And while I was doing it, he even said, you're not taking me seriously, do you? And I just said, I do, but I don't know what I said exactly, but I did say I do. Then obviously I called the police when I was outside. And I was sort of shocked as well. Like I was so much in shock that I just couldn't say, like, I was there saying like, yeah, something really shitty happened. My landlord just threw me out and he pushed me and slapped me, and now I don't have a key. He took it and I don't know what to do. And they said, yeah, okay, we'll send you someone. I have already summarized what you said, and in Spanish, please. I sadly I can't do it in Spanish, Fenray, but I'm so glad to see you here again. How have you been, my friend? Yeah, and that now they sent me the police, and then the man came out. I went out a little bit because I knew he may come back. So I went a little bit on distance, and that was smart too. I'll tell you in a second why. I'm going to hit you 2 years without saying anything. Where were you? I'm just telling you this. I'm about to say it. And yeah, that it's a whole story, Fanray. My landlord basically threw me out and pushed me and everything. And yeah, so the police came. No, the police didn't just came, but my landlord came out and said, okay, I don't want you to be freezing, catch a cold or anything. I'm gonna give you back your keys, but I don't want to hear anything ever again. Like, even at that point where he came out and talking to me, he still thought he was in the right. Like, it wasn't just that one moment where he was just so angry. I had a car between us and saying, go away from me. Go away from me. And I said it loud. Because I wanted to have my distance and I wanted to hear people that something is going on there. So I have people seeing everything. And he said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm gonna give you back your keys. But I didn't trust him at that point. He said, all right, I'm gonna throw it to you. And I said, okay. Then he gave it to me. And while we were on our way back, gladly, the police was in front of the house. So that little time it took to go there was enough for the police to arrive. So, but what did I do? Me, stupid as I am, saying, he said, was it really necessary to call the police? And then he said, yeah, you're searching us. We had a little conflict, but everything's all right now. And stupid as I am, I said yes. They said, does anyone wanna sue anybody? And stupid as I am, I said no. He said no, I said no. Why did I say no? I don't get it. Why? I was so in shock. I just didn't want to lose anything. I didn't want to have stress. I just wanted to fucking lay in bed. I called my girlfriend. That happened before. I have a girlfriend now and I'm happy with her and we're together for 1 year. As well. So that was the first good thing that happened. And yeah, I was just glad being able to talk to a girl and saying, hey, yeah, that happened. And a friend of mine as well. From what I understand, you were mugged. Basically, yeah. Then he just committed so many crimes in that one moment. He entered my home or my apartment without any permission. He just went in there. That is the first crime. I don't know how that's called in English, but it's a crime in Germany for sure. Then he took my key. I mean, I sort of gave it to him, but not on my free will. Then he insulted me, which is a crime as well. And he pushed and slapped me, which obviously is a... Yeah, there was a lot of back and forth with a lawyer, not a real lawyer, but there's like this house thing that apartment owners, I don't know how that's called. I don't own the apartment, but paying monthly. I don't know how that is called. I'm just for the sake of it, I'm calling it apartment owner, even though I'm not owning it. Yeah. So there was like this thing that apartment owners can have, paying yearly, like 60 euros, something like that, which is a good price, and you can ask a lawyer some questions. It isn't your personal lawyer that actually is going with you if it's going to court, but he gives you some advice. And even with police, even with everything, even after we talked, he was the one saying that, hey, just be quiet in the future, alright? And he didn't say it normally, like he said that like I was the one who did a mistake right there. Like I was so in shock that he just didn't get it. He just didn't get what he was doing at that point. And I said, you could have given me... Jesus, I need to look that word up now. Hold on a sec. Okay, let me see the word landowner as well, which isn't landowner. Tenant. Okay, I'm the tenant. And the other word was... Okay, warning letter. Can't reason with crazy Karens. Yeah, exactly. That was a Karen as a man. So, I said, you could have given me a warning notice. If you have 3, he can throw you out. Like, why didn't he just give me a warning notice? He said, like, as if I make myself the... How's the word again? Jesus, my English right now. If I would make the effort to write this and do everything, and I just thought, Jesus, you're not just crazy, you're straight up stupid as well. And did you know what he did on the very next day? He left me a letter. And what was it? A warning notice. Even after sleeping over it, telling me he doesn't want to give one to me, doesn't want to make the effort, and even though after he did so much wrong, that motherfucker still had the balls to give me a warning notice. And not just that, he even wrote on there that this warning notice costs 100 euros. I read that and thought, what? A warning notice costs money? And I was glad that I had that lawyer who I could ask questions. I told her the whole story. I was on a call with her as well. And her reaction was just, well, to say it straight, this guy is nuts. That guy is just straight up nuts. And she also read the warning notice, and she said, no, warning notice doesn't cost money. You can answer that in his email. You don't have to pay anything. You can end the contract without a month or so. Jesus, that is so many words that are like so high English. That's a problem. I don't live in America. These are words that I'd never use if I wouldn't live there. I never had a landlord, so obviously I don't know what it is, and I never had an apartment there, so I wouldn't know what a tenant is. And a warning notice I never got as well in English. So what was the word that I was searching for again? And where was I at the story even? Yeah. He wrote down, it doesn't cost money. That guy is just straight up nuts. Ah yeah, now I know what I wanted to look up. Deadline, that's the word. Okay, you can just say immediately, right? So she told me that I could I forgot something. Quit. Okay. Oh no, cancel. Ah yeah, cancel. So she told me that I could cancel the contract immediately. I don't have to wait like a month or so. I could just immediately do it, because there was Jesus, so many words. Okay. Sorry that I don't know the bodily injury. There was a bodily injury. Sorry that I don't know these words. It's just I don't really know the crimes names. So he did a bodily injury, so that means I could immediately cancel the contract. I wouldn't have to wait, which does make sense. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I could cancel it immediately, she said, and I did. Obviously, he was not happy with that, but I said, hey, you bodily injured me, so I do have the right to do that. So at this point, I was just arguing like that. And obviously, he couldn't do anything about it. He did say, when I saw him again, I was with a friend this time though, that I still have to pay this month's rent. And I said yeah. And once he was gone, my friend also told me, you're not paying that. And I was like, maybe I do get in conflict there, but you're right, I'm not paying that. And I didn't. And I did have the right, but what did he do? My caution? No, not caution. Why do I close the translated the whole time? deposit. Yeah, he didn't give me back my deposit, which was 600 euros. So yeah. And obviously I couldn't do anything. I did sue him, by the way, after that. I did talk with the police, but up until today, no answer. I don't know if they can contact me without my new address, or if they just didn't have enough proof or anything to even look closer into that, or if it's still going and it just takes a few years, because in Germany it takes a long time. I don't know what it is, but I mean, I could tell them my new address, but seriously, at this point, even if it doesn't go through, I don't even care anymore. It's just, if there is no, if it really goes to court and the judge would say, hey, there's not enough proof, so that's it. Nothing happens, then I would have paid money just to go out of there without anything. So I would have lost money even if I would tell the new address to the police. So I just thought, fuck it, I'll forgive him. I'll just do the religious thing and forgive him. I don't care. He did see that I sued him. He got the letter from the police. He was nervous, he was afraid, he was angry. He was just not happy with the overall situation. And I guess that he's probably not happy with his life anyway, so why bother? Like, why? His life's already terrible enough. And the only thing that is sort of disappointing and gives me this sort of inner impatientness is that this guy could still hurt anybody or get even crazier or may make some problems, but I just hope he gets better or somebody will sue him so that he gets actually charged, or that, yeah, the best thing that I hope for is that someday he'll see what he did and that he'll regret it, or that he will come to inner peace and be happy with his life. That's at this point what I really hope for. Both, I mean, that he, gets better and regrets it, but also learns to let it go. This reminds me of Eleanor the Crazy Cat, only in theaters this February. It's better to lose something of value than your life, compadre. Yeah, so that happened. But why did I move 3 times? So basically, I didn't find anything. I was just going over to a friend, but I could, because of German right, just lived there for 3 months. Then I had to move again by another friend, and also for 3 months until I could find something new. The plan was actually that we lived together because why not? Sharing the rent, and it was a really nice time, and we thought we may do something more together, but it didn't work as we expected, because yeah, after work, and then he brought a girl, I brought a girl, we just could not do anything really together, because we were doing either something with someone else, or we work, and then we needed some time for ourselves. So it didn't really make a huge difference. Yeah, but it was a fun time still. Yeah. So what happened after that? I finally found this beautiful apartment, and I really like it here. The landlords are really, really nice. Like, I'm really happy here. And yeah, I never had a problem here. Everything is working so well. This is what makes me happy as well. Especially since I can appreciate it more, because now I know that it's not always like that. And yeah. So why couldn't I stream at that time? This is something as well. Like, at first I did a break, I mentioned it as well on a TikTok, I think, saying that I won't be streaming for a while. That was the reason. I just need to calm down, chill, and sort of get back. And the Wi-Fi wasn't good at my friend's house, or it wasn't even worth putting up the settings since it was only 3 months. So it would have been too much effort to stream, and I don't know how the Wi-Fi would work. So yeah, that's why I wasn't streaming for 6 months. And then I moved here, and I'm living here for a while as well now. But at first the Wi-Fi was really bad. So yeah, now we don't have any Wi-Fi anymore. I don't know why that is, but it was like together that everyone in the house could use it. I could have installed Wi-Fi here, but I wouldn't be sure if it even worked, because I'm not sure if the input or how it's called if it even works, and an installer from a company would have to come and check it and repair it. But I thought, or not a friend, but someone I know, he made the recommendation that I could just stream it from my mobile internet, just get a better phone contract. And so I did. Now I did call a phone company, and they sent me a card with 150 gigabyte. And yeah, it seems to work fine as well. Like, the stream, it's working. And yeah, so now I can stream again. But it was really practical not having to pay as well. I still need to check if the Twitch stream is even working still. I'm still a little nervous. Oh no. Please.
Oh no.
Oh yes, it does seem to work.
Oh yes, it's the
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, go away now. Go away now.
Nice.
So. Whew. Yeah, dealing with crazy people is a thing. Damn, why isn't my phone charging right now? Stay there, please. Okay. So the good news is that a little bit earlier I got a girlfriend. And I'm pretty happy with her. And it's just amazing. This made me go through everything, and yeah, I just can't complain. I just can't believe how everything turned upside down so much. Like, you know that before I started, before the stream, the years when I streamed, or before that, I had a lot of downers. I wasn't feeling well. I just couldn't do anything anymore. It was a really depressive time, and I was just down. But, and I'm glad that I can finally say that I'm fine. My girlfriend makes me happy, my friends make me happy. I made new friends as well. My work makes me happy. Everything just got so much better, and life is just working really well. Money wise, I can't complain. I'm not rich, but I'm getting more money now. I'm just really happy. But for the workouts, that's a thing. I promised that I continue doing the workouts, even if not streaming. Did I keep that promise? At first I did. I tried to do 100 push-ups 4 days a week, I think it was. And yeah, so that I wouldn't lose everything, but then I forgot once and then kind of stacked. I wanted to do sort of a compilation video where I put everything together and show it to you. So yeah, that didn't work as I planned, but I still have some videos, I think. Where I'm doing push-ups. So here you can't really see it all that well, but here's one Maybe I will still cut them together once. Okay, great. Here you can't even see it really. Come on. Yeah, you can't really see how I'm doing the push-ups. You can't just see me going up and down, but I can't really show it all the way because the perspective was like really bad. But I did keep on doing 100 push-ups a few times until I didn't anymore, so I'm really sorry. I really tried to keep that promise. And I did for a little time. I did. But they're just... It was a really stressful time as well. Carrying that stuff all the time. I don't have a car. It was exhausting, okay. And yeah, I'm not into doing workouts again anymore. It's just too exhausting at that point. But I have a new passion now, and it's playing basketball. Actually, I really like it. I'm not good at it yet, but I'm playing for 4 months or so, and I'm really giving it my best, and I think that's way better for me. I like basketball so much. There are so many days I just can't stop thinking about it. Just having the ball in my hand and the movement and everything. It's just so good. It doesn't feel like I'm doing something. It just feels amazing. It just gives me... It's like playing a video game or something like that. Just that it's less stressful. I started learning how to rage less in video games, which is also such a huge improvement. I feel so much better playing games now. I still rage, but it's not that bad as it used to be, which I'm really glad about. Because, I mean, it is sort of funny as well once I rage, but when it's too much, it's just stressful. Gaming should be a release as well and should be fun, which at some point it just wasn't. And yeah, I got so much better in so many games as well. Like in Geometry Dash. It's just... I finished the first demon level, Clubstep. You just can't believe how I was screaming once I had it. But I did it, and it took me so many tries, over 5,000 or something like that. After years of break from this game, I started playing it again. And now for me it's done actually. I will not play it on stream. But I can show it to you. Seriously, staying calm really helped me a lot finishing this game. So, okay, it's kind of hard to see right now. But I think you can really see, I think you can see the fonts and maybe a little bit that it's saying Clubstep. And Even a little bit that's saying 100%. Just believe me, okay? It really took me a lot of tries. So, so much about the workouts, and things used to be so different, and I can't say it often enough. I'm happy now. Seriously, I'm feeling so good. I used to be so down, but I am finally back, and I'm finally streaming again, and Jesus, I love the background as well. It looks amazing. At least I think that. Maybe it's too much there, but it's alright. It's alright. Yeah, I'm just glad to be streaming again, and especially streaming happy. Oh yeah, that's something I wanted to say as well. My goal was, when I started streaming, I wanted to sort of be like a Juice WRLD, like a Lil Peep, like the series BoJack Horseman, just these depressive this depressive art that still catches you and you can sort of relate to it even you're not that person, and just showing the bad side of life and that sometimes everything is bad. And I wanted to sort of not do the typical social media, everything is great, my life is amazing, and I never have anything bad going on in my life. I wanted to sort of counter it and show how shitty I'm feeling and how terrible life can be, and that sometimes there are winners and sometimes there are losers. But first of all, that's just something I should not put my persona around, because there are moments where you're happy. You can't just be sad all the time. It doesn't work. And I was happy at the streams every now and then, of course. Just by seeing people in chat, it makes me feel good. But trying to keep this persona up, being sad all the time, which I was really sad. I do have to admit that. I wasn't feeling good. I was just not happy with how life went. I can't even say why really, and I can't say what changed that I'm finally good. I guess I set myself some goals. I'm learning Turkish as well, which is really funny. I've been doing it for over a year now as well. That's sick. Like, I can speak a little bit of Turkish. On Duolingo I learned it, but still, even after a year, it's just so little that you can't forget it. But I'm still learning it, and that's the amazing thing. And yeah, I have goals on work. I want to really put myself in and really fight. I have financial goals, and there's just so much I want to do as well. So yeah, that'll make my life so much. I think that's the main thing. Or basketball, that I want to be better in basketball now. And having these goals, I think it really helped me. While working out and stuff and eating healthy is the recommended way of doing it, and I tried it and it didn't help me at all. I feel like while this may help you, obviously sometimes you get depressed, or I wouldn't say I was depressed, but some people get depressed because their diet is really bad or their eating habits. This can lead to depression as well, which is really interesting because your body is lacking vitamins and stuff like that. But I think that just wasn't the thing for me. I just was really unhappy. I just was unhappy. That was the thing. It wasn't something with my health or anything. Well, I'm still playing basketball and it really makes me feel better as well. My goals, my girlfriend, my friends. It's easy to say, but I mean, I did have most of the same friends back then. And yeah, I did have some goals, I guess, but really be committed to it and really open up as well. The first reason why I couldn't keep the sad persona up that I wanted to be, because especially there's nothing like that existing. I mean, probably somewhere, but I never saw a streamer that had that whole persona. I saw musicians like I said, Lil Peep, Juice WRLD. I saw series like BoJack Horseman, or movie like, how's it called again? Good Will Hunting. That are about problems and issues, but streamers and YouTubers, that's rare. So that's what I wanted to make my thing, and now I realized that it's just not working out, especially since I can be happy, and not just now that I'm finally happy, but also in between I have these moments where I'm happy. I can't just build my whole persona around it. It doesn't work, because your personality is your emotions are shifting. You can't just keep this up. You can make a movie like that, you can make music like that, but you can't just always be sad. It just doesn't work. And it's not what I want as well. Like I already mentioned once that I have this weird feeling of wanting to be sad sometimes. And I realized that no, why would I want that? But back at the time, I was sort of like, I wanted it, I needed it. But my whole perspective on life changed as well. Like, the funny thing is, if I were to meet my past self from 2, 3, 4, whatever years ago, I wouldn't know what to tell him. To accept everything and have a better life, especially since he would not accept any other opinions. Anything that I would say, he would say, you're wrong. You're just seeing the wrong side of life. I know what reality is really like. I know that. That's what I would have told my future self. And no matter what I would say, he would always turn it around. So I feel like if I were to meet my past self, I could not reach him. I just couldn't. Because you can say as emotional things as you want, you can help as much as you want to. But if another person doesn't want to accept it, then you can't help. Help only works if the other person accepts it. So that's what I learned. I learned so much as well. I learned how important it is to have goals. I learned how important it is to especially have clear goals, not just someday I want to do that, but really focusing on your next goal. After I'm done with that, I'm doing that immediately after. Or maybe a clear point, like if I'm finished with that, 2 years I'll just continue with life, however, whatever, and 2 years later I want to do it. Then that's where the time where I'm ready. But really mark it on your calendar or something like that. I just realized how important it is. I'm not putting it in my calendar, but I'm really focusing always on my next goal. Once I reach a goal, I immediately go to the next one. Or shortly before I'm about to reach a goal, I am thinking about what I want to do after that. And it's really important to me that I'm able to find it. That is important to me. And it really helped me a lot. Don't overwhelm yourself, of course, you can't do everything, you're just a human. But it's really important to really, do it for yourself and help you with everything. It really is important. You can't just hope for everything to work out. You have to have goals and you have to have clear goals. Maybe there was something else in play that made me feel happy now, but I wouldn't be able to tell. And I learned from when I was 16 or something like that, that while you can be happy and while you are on your highest point, never forget. Always think about the bad side. Always see it. You don't have to go down to it or try to, or just see it as just ignoring it. Don't ignore it. See that it's there and see how you can do your part on putting it away, but not ignoring it, but doing something against it. Not just in your life, but also see that your life is prioritized as luxury. There's luxury, and not always, of course, but also see your problems. Take your own problems seriously. Never play them down. You may not have the problems that the fourth world or the third world has, but your problems, while they're not like that, they're different, okay? Accept that they're different, accept that you have your problems, and that it's your standard to be at a certain point. Don't push it too high, because your goals and your life, the thing that you want it to be far up, but you don't want to set your goals too high that you can't reach it and you'll always be sad because you don't have that or that. You do have to want something, but don't want too much. It's fine not getting everything that you want in your life, and you can't have everything you want in your life. You can't. Your life is too short, and once you get something you want, you will want more. So don't focus, for example, having $1 million or euro or whatever. Don't focus on having 1 million. Focus on having 10,000. Because that is reachable. You can achieve that. And once you got it, you're happy. Because you reached your goal. There's dopamine flowing in and you can say, yeah, I finally got it. Now my next goal will be 20,000. And so you put yourself up. You will reach your goal piece by piece. And it's not like you want that one thing and you will never reach it in your whole life, and then it's over. No, you have your step-by-step goals, and you will reach them. So you did something. You're happy because you do know that. And maybe even after staying so dedicated, because you reached so many of these goals, maybe you will still not have 1 million, but maybe 900 or 800,000, which is still amazing. And maybe you wouldn't have gotten to that point if you were straight up to focus on that 1 million. If you focus straight up on that, it won't be working. Of course, money isn't happiness. It was just an example. Like, you can have so many goals. You can say that you want to see 100 countries in your life and visit them or travel there. And you could break it down by, first of all, 10 and then 20, something like that. There are so many goals you can set to yourself, but just wanting the highest and never reaching it, you will lose your motivation. You will never reach it, and it will just be frustrating. And then you'll end up dying with your goals that you still have but never reached, and be unhappy about that. But you could be at that point where you reached so many goals, where you've come just so far, and you're happy with that. You're happy with what you achieved. Oh, King Ziki, nice to see you. I didn't know you started streaming. I thought you were testing. At first I was, yeah. And I did. So let me tell you the story in short, real quick. So my landlord, he pushed me. He threw me out because the music I listened to was too loud for him, even though it was just on phone speaker. And he didn't complain for months, but then he did for some reason. I called the police, I sued him, but nothing happened. So I moved out like 3 times because I could only live by a friend for 3 months. I got a girlfriend for well over a year now. 1 year and almost 2 months. And I was feeling really bad back then, and now I'm feeling happy. And yeah, my life just turns around. I want to switch up my sad persona that I wanted to build to just being me and doing what I like or what I love. And I had problems with my Wi-Fi, so I couldn't stream. Nice, congrats. Thank you so much. Glad to see that you're happy for me. And I hope you're happy for yourself as well. How have you been? I haven't seen heard or something from you. I mean, we chatted a little bit on Twitch, but I'd still be glad to hear how you did. I have made myself some clear goals. I learned basketball a little bit. I love basketball now. And yeah, I didn't do the workouts like I promised. I did for like a few weeks, or I think even months, I'm not even sure anymore. I did 100 push-ups or 400 push-ups a week, and then I quit it. So I did sort of keep my promise for a little while, and then I broke it. I'm sorry for that, but hey, I'm playing basketball, so I'm still doing something. Oh, hello, AKJG, what's up? How are you doing, man? Where's the chat box, by the way? Chat box. I'm working incredibly heavy into fitness. Nice! Oh my god, I'm just so glad to see you guys. Oh. Oh my god. I'm just glad that it's not just me who feels better. it's just such a nice thing to see. Seriously, it's amazing. Seriously, what about what is with the chat box? Yeah, it's just so good having goals, and it really made me feel better. And keep on doing your workouts. Oh, come on. Jesus Christ, it takes up 2 fucking screens almost. So, yeah, let's just say a lot happened. Yeah, when we started, it motivated. I'm just so glad. I'm just so glad. And I'm really happy that I can finally stream again. Finally see you guys again. I still can't believe how many of you guys are still there. Like, I already thought nobody, like, I would have thought everyone unfollowed me because I wasn't doing anything. I just can't believe it. It's just amazing, the feeling that I basically don't do anything from scratch again. I mean, I just thought like, hey, if just one person stays with me after I've been gone for so long, I'd be happy. But if not, it's just that I can't do anything about it, and yeah, it's normal. I would have probably unfollowed as well. Yeah, bro, we missed you. So much appreciated. And yeah, so it's just so great, everything really. I can't complain, and finally I bought that SIM card with which I can stream with, and I'm not paying too much for that as well. It's really amazing. And I do like the new background, but it starts to get dark. The problem is I can't put the I can put close the window so that light doesn't go in as well, except for this one. This is right in front of my screen. So, okay, now it looks better. So, with sunlight it works better, I think, but it's alright like that as well. I just need to turn on the light once it starts to get dark. And I'm glad that the audio and everything is working. I did have some problems. It's amazing. And I'm glad to finally do that Metal Gear marathon like I wanted to. Yeah. And yeah, I was talking about goals before. Just don't put your goals up too high. Be happy with what you reached. You should always want more. It's important to have goals. It is important, but your goals should be reachable, and you have to approach them step by step. Otherwise, you just won't be happy. And yeah, you can reward yourself. You have to stay in the positive, and don't be upset if you don't reach some. Just make reasonable goals and you'll be good. I still don't know where the chat box is. Ah, there it is. But why isn't it working? I still don't get it. There would be the perfect place for that. Huh. That's weird. When I was testing it, it worked. That's the problem. I did a test stream so that I wouldn't have a problem. And after I did the test stream and I came back, everything that worked, okay, not everything, but a lot of things that worked in the test stream just didn't work on stream anymore. Like the chat box, for example. But as long as the microphone and the camera work, it's alright. Background color. Nah, still doesn't work. That's weird. Mic sounds awesome and camera looks awesome. Thank you so much. I think it even looks better than than back then. I don't know why that is, but I'm happy with that. I won't complain even though I did nothing differently. Maybe more lighting. Yeah, maybe. Oh, you mean maybe there is more lighting now? But I think always lighting makes such a huge difference. But I used to have in front of me, lightning bolts right in front of me, so I think I was lighted better back then. So that is weird. Because it was shining right at me from in front. Now I don't have any light in front of me right now. It's just everything's behind me, which is really interesting since my face and everything, you can see it perfectly. So that is incredible. You still see it flicker here and there. Mostly a sign of not enough lighting, I think. But yeah. You look like you have a professional camera. Yeah. That's just some editing. But it's not too bad, I guess. But it's also not the best one. I think I paid like 300 or something like that. Not something every kid streamer could afford. Oh, no, now the chat is working. For some reason. What did I do there? No, what did I do? Why does it work now? Huh. I really don't know what I did there. Oh. Now I think. Was that the problem? I think I have the same. The words are big though. I think that's a good thing. the background color was the same as the normal one, as the text color, and probably that was the problem, which is weird since there is no background. I mean, I do get the text color, but there is no background on the text color. So, on the text, so right. But I think it does kind of look weird when it's in black. Maybe I really need to change it to another color. Maybe purple? Ah, that looks weird. Is it just me, or is the font size even really small? Okay, that might look even better. I hate when I have to do stuff like that on stream. Oh, no, I didn't want to hide delay. I wanted to change the font size. Big. I don't mind seeing you do things like this on stream. Yeah, but I think it may be weird. Or not weird, but oh, you know what I mean. What? Is it just me, or is the font size like really small for how big this thing is? For me it's big. Is it just me, or does the color look like really weird? I'm just looking at Twitch for this one. Stream manager. Yeah. I mean, the quality obviously is 720p, which makes it look a little bit worse, but I think it's alright. Yeah, okay, yeah, the font does look better on stream. It was just looking weird on Streamlabs. Alright. Yeah, that's a little better. It's still, like I said, I'm just really glad that everything is working and that I can say that I'm a lot happier now. It's sick. And yeah, having a girlfriend as well, really important to me at least. Glad you're back too. So nice. The problem is I can't test it while streaming. I can't test it without streaming as well. A lot of things. Because I don't know how an audio will sound on a phone if I don't stream it. I wish I could do a stream that only I can see and watch. That would be a good feature, I think. Congrats having a girlfriend, I know that feels good. Yeah. It does. Especially if she's good looking, which she is. Like, seriously, the funny thing is, I at first thought, no way, she's way too high for me. She's a higher league. And I thought, that girl is a 10 out of 10. I thought something would not work. Funny thing is, I know her from Snapchat. And yeah, so when the name was shown on my recommended, I thought that is probably a bot. No, that sounds too much like a bot name because it's like your name and the last name, first name, last name, and like a really classical German one. So I thought, yeah, that is probably a bot. That is not a real person. Then I wanted to press not interested, so profiles like that doesn't get recommended to me anymore. But then I think I pressed redo or undo, and then I still added because I thought, yeah, who knows. So that was close. So have you both met in person yet? Yeah, we've been together for a year now. For a year and almost 2 months. So yeah, it's so funny how I could have missed that. And she sent pictures of herself, and I thought, that she looks really good. Still funny thinking about that there is this, and I thought like that is a 10 out of 10, that is sick. Can you imagine that? Seeing a girl thinking it's a 10 out of 10, and then all of a sudden you're a couple. This, holy fuck. I just couldn't believe it. Okay, that's good. You don't think you look good? I wouldn't say I look bad. But I don't know, there's just something, it's just this funny thought. So like, there's this beautiful girl and I'm just some idiot, you know. Of course I don't think bad of myself, which I used to as well. I do really think good of myself, and I like myself, but think of it in a funny way. I get it, bro. Yeah. I don't want to say it like so that it could be understood like I don't like myself or I think of myself as an idiot. No, but yeah, it's just me. I'm the same. Yeah, sometimes it's just so unbelievable how lucky you are. And sometimes it's unbelievable how unlucky you are. But yeah, sometimes life plays into your cards and sometimes it doesn't. I guess that's true. And so we're drinking not from a measuring cup on stream. I'm thinking about putting in it one. Just for the sake of it. It broke a little bit though. Big measuring cup you used to have. Yes, I still have it. But it broke a little bit, and yeah, I just hope there's no glass on that. I'm still using it though. It's just, I washed it so that there's wouldn't be any splinters or anything. It's just a little bit. Let me show you real quick. Just on the sharp part where it's, here, this is it. And it's not that big, by the way. It's 500 milliliters or 4 cups, I guess. Here. Right there, it broke a little bit. I know it could be really dangerous if glass gets into myself. Glass can literally kill you, not just in a few days or months. It can kill you years after, but I washed it, so I think there is no splinters glass that is getting into my drink, and I'm drinking from the side as well, so oh man, be careful. I will be. Especially now, like when you have a girlfriend, you see how much responsibility you are and have. You don't really realize it before, but you're way careful with yourself, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not just, hey, if something happens, then be it. I don't even care. It's more like, I need to be careful. I don't want my girlfriend to lose her partner in her 20s. Like, you don't want to leave that person alone, and so you feel so much more responsible for your own body and for your own health. And I know I'm saying that while I drank this much caffeine or this much energy. It's probably a liter again. Jesus Christ, I'm drinking way too much. And I used to not care about that, but now it's like, damn, I really need to be careful. And I'm putting it away as well. I didn't even realize I drank that much. Last time I drank 1.5 liter. That's a huge problem that I still have, is my caffeine addiction. And I'm really saying that it is an addiction because I'm really sure that it is. I'm drinking way too much, and there are nights where I don't feel good, where I'm shaky, or where I'm just really freezing cold, or my chest feels weird. It doesn't particularly really hurt, but it hurts a little bit, and it's mostly just feels weird. My heart doesn't pound like crazy, but I can really feel it beating. Like, it beats stronger, I feel like. Yeah, I can do all the manly activities like before, since you have a girlfriend. Yeah, all the manly activities. This reminds me of the whole why do girls live longer than men? And then it's just a man who disguises a crocodile and go to the other ones. It's exactly that meme. But yeah, men really do have riskier hobbies and riskier jobs, I guess. That's the real reason, obviously. Oh, not obviously, but yeah. This is the main reason, I guess. I'm excited to stream again. I really missed it. And this apartment, even though it's really small, it looks amazing. So, Go-Kart. Hey, wo bist du hingezogen? Ich bin 3-mal umgezogen, weil mein Vermieter verrückt ist. Und ja. Körperverletzung, also er hat mich geschubbt, was weiß ich. Er hat mich geschubbt, mir die Schlüssel weggenommen. Er hat ihn mir wiedergegeben, nachdem ich die Polizei gerufen habe und alles. Aber ich bin dann mehrmals umgezogen, weil ich scheinbar zu laut war. Die Wände waren wirklich dünn. Ich habe auf Handy-Lautsprecher monatelang Musik gehört, aber an irgendeiner Nacht hat sie mir so sehr gestört, dass er in meine Tür geklopft hat. Ich habe die Story schon erzählt, ist eine lange Story, ich kann es nicht nochmal sagen. Hattest du ein intimes Verhältnis zu ihm? Nein, überhaupt nicht. Er war einfach nur ein ganz normaler Vermieter. Ja. Und deswegen konnte ich nicht streamen, weil ich immer Probleme mit WLAN habe, aber jetzt bin ich mit SIM-Karte unterwegs. Mit 150 GB Datenvolumen. So. That is definitely not quite normal. Sorry, I do still have... Sorry, ich muss immer noch Englisch reden. Ich switch zwar ein bisschen, aber... It's definitely not quite normal. It is not. Like, this landlord was crazy. He is... Yeah, I just hope he gets better. Ich hoffe einfach, dass es ihm besser geht und dass er bereut und dass er es sieht, was er gemacht hat da eigentlich. Ich glaube, er checkt es auch gar nicht. Aber mir geht's gut. Inzwischen bin ich echt glücklich mit meinem Leben. Ich habe eine Freundin jetzt seit einem Jahr und fast 2 Monaten. Wirklich, mein Leben hat sich so krass verändert. So, yeah. It's just... And I'm glad. Wie geht's dir eigentlich? Ist bei dir alles gut? Ich hoffe, bei dir hat sich auch dein Leben nochmal ins Bessere gewandt. Das haben gerade viele von den Zuschauern und ich selbst auch. Deswegen hoffe ich, dass es dir auch ein bisschen besser geht als noch vor ein paar Jahren, sage ich mal. Nö, hab eine Räumungsklage gesagt. Oh, scheiße. Wieso das? And, yeah. It's just... I just need to get rid of my caffeine addiction and then I'll be really healthy and glad. Because I have a crazy landlord as well. Damn. There are too many of those, seriously. An eviction. What is an eviction? Sorry, my English is a little too bad. Or is that a Räumungsklage? Okay. So I hope everything was working well for you. I wouldn't want you to have problems as well, and I hope maybe you're doing this same development that I'm doing right now and your life will be amazing after that. Ich hoffe, dir geht's danach besser. Du kommst da mit allem durch und dein Leben wird sich auch ab dem Punkt zum Besseren und alles läuft auf einmal perfekt. Yeah, but like I said, don't just focus on the good side and how great your life is and how amazing everything is once you're on a high, once you feel good. Always see that the higher you are, the deeper you can fall. But always be prepared for that. That's really important. Like when I was 15 or so, or 16, I don't know, I was on such a high point that I didn't see the ground anymore. And the problem was that a friend of mine betrayed me, and yeah, not just one, there was a lot. Like there were a lot of stuff happened there. I was just not happy. I don't know why. I was in a sad phase anyways, and that really killed me. I was refusing to have contact with any person. I just wanted to be alone. I just couldn't handle it anymore. It was too much for me. And that was at a point where it used to be, shortly before that, I used to be on such a high point that I didn't see how far I could fall. So always be prepared for that and always have this sort of area in between where you can land on softly, that you don't fall too deep. You always need some safety. Ja, ist komisch, dass ich nur Leute gehe, die was mit Mietern zu tun haben, ohne es zu wissen. Das ist echt komisch. But yeah, just be prepared. Have your own insurances on that. Like that's a thing that I learned when I was a teen. The higher you are, the deeper you can fall. But there's also, and that an ex-coworker of mine, he's like really smart, and he's way older than me, twice as old, and he even said, and I really respect people from opinions and everything that all the people tell me, because it's not everything. If someone is absolutely disrespectful, then I don't even care, because I don't want to be like that person. But people who are like really in the clear with themselves and are really smart and just so open-minded and smart, and you are really impressed by them because they can tell you so much stuff. They have seen the darkest times, but staying there with a smile in front of you. Seriously, respect all the people. They have seen so much, and that's why it's stuff like that. When people tell me some things, I really respect and I really do take that into perspective. He also said that you can always fall deeper there, so that's a thing as well. You can always land deeper. It's worse always goes, if you translate it one by one. But my counter, it was my sad face, like I said. Yeah, but it always goes better as well. I think now I see that he had a little bit of a healthier mindset, because yeah, I just thought, no, I'm not being pessimistic, I'm just being realistic, and I just see things the way they are, and the way they are is just, the world is a sad place. Just accept it. The world is sad. You can't do anything about it. And you just trying to talk everything good. That's what you're trying. But the reality looks different. And that's what I mean. When I see my past self, I wouldn't be able to tell him why it's just not true. Because he would not accept that. He would say that I'm just sweet talking everything. Well, even if, who cares? Maybe you're just bad talking everything. You don't know, I don't know. There is no right opinion on that. There just isn't. So why? I'd rather sweet talk everything than bad talk everything because I'd be happier. Does it really matter? Does it really matter what's the real deal? The real deal, which isn't the thing, because the world is just so... This was your land? Well, yeah, that person, I would not accept any advice from him, but he never gave me any, so who cares? Yeah. I mean, he did tell me some so like 1 or 2 things that are like for keeping a household or something like that. I think one thing that has to do with washing and one thing that has to do with washing your clothes. And I think that there was like 2 things that I didn't know. So yeah, and he's not wrong about that. So yeah, I took that. If you consider that advice, but that's not life advice. It's like something that it has to do with householding. But that's not what I mean. I mean like really life advice. That I wouldn't have taken that from him. But I think even from crazy people or people who are just not what you want to be, I think you can learn something from pretty much everyone. Because no matter how much you dislike a person or how bad people are, I feel like there's always something that you can learn from them. Always. Because it's never that one-sided, you know what I mean? It's never. But you do have to see which people you can really learn something and some people who you can learn 1 or 2 things like. Right, that's household advice. And yeah, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're bad talking everything, sweet talking everything. I mean, if you get happy with one thing, why shouldn't you? If you feel bad, you feel bad. Like, does that help you? And my past self would answer, you know what, I don't care. Maybe I don't want to be happy. Maybe I don't even care. I don't care about life. So, and I don't care if I'm gonna be old. Maybe I won't be old. But I'm not gonna see what you mean, and I will never accept it. That's the thing. You can only change someone if he accepts it. You can never help someone that doesn't accept help. And my past self would not accept help, advice from me. So yeah. But I guess you do have to learn a lot. Schläft deine Freundin mit dem Bett? Oder ist sie irgendwo in Deutschland? Nee, sie wohnt. Also wir leben noch nicht zusammen. Und ich wohne auch in Deutschland. Also wir beide wohnen in Deutschland. So that's just how life goes. Sometimes it works good, sometimes it works bad. Okay, I have 97%, that's good. My phone is charging, which is important since, like I said, that is my Wi-Fi now. But I'm really glad it works so well that I can actually stream with mobile data. Amazing. Really amazing. Machst du jetzt wieder häufiger Sportstreams? Nein, ich habe aufgehört. Ich habe angefangen Basketball zu spielen, aber ich habe mein Versprechen leider nicht gehalten. Oder hast du Arbeit wieder? Arbeiten tue ich auch, aber das habe ich immer parallel gemacht. I'm just glad that I'm so hyped to stream. I'm so hyped to still see so many people here. We have 5 viewers. That is so good. Like I wasn't even expecting one person. I thought I'd just talk like without thinking. I just tell the story, tell how everything's going, upload it on YouTube, and people would see it or not. I would just upload it and people who care can watch it. But I really didn't expect to have viewers at all on this stream. It's amazing. Hast du Zeit wieder anzufangen oder keine Motivation? Ja, keine Motivation, aber ich spiele Basketball öfters. Und Basketball macht mir wirklich Spaß. Und wenn ich Basketball spiele, dann auch für 3-4 Stunden. Also ich denke, das erfüllt mich mehr, macht mich glücklicher. Und es macht mir auch wirklich Spaß. So Workouts fühlen sich immer so an wie Arbeit. Aber wirklich Basketball, es macht mir einfach so unnormal Spaß gerade. Aber nicht im Verein. Yo, Fenray, what's up? Way, yo. That's my catchphrase. Okay, not my one catchphrase, but that's something that I'm saying a lot now. Way, yo. Also was will jetzt diesen Sportzeit vor der Cam bezeichnen? Wenn du zurückdenkst. Ich würde es als Workouts einfach zählen. So. Yeah, I'm excited. I will next week on vacation, so I have a lot of time to stream. I hope I will use it and won't have any problems. Tomorrow I want to do a stream as well. I wanna keep on doing gaming as well. I wanna do the Metal Gear marathon. And let's see what the future holds. I'm just really glad. I just can't say it often enough. I know I said it so many times that I'm happy now, but you don't know how much of a relief it is after it wasn't just a few months where I was down. It went on for years. It was bothering me. I really fought with myself, and finally I can say I'm fine. You don't know what a relief this is. You don't know how it is just how freeing it is. Wie lange hast du einen Umzug über dich gedauert, bis du alles drin hattest? Jeweils immer so ein paar Tage. Weil ich bin ja 3-mal umgezogen. Aber der letzte ging noch. Weil der war nicht so weit von der vorigen Wohnung. So. I still don't know how I streamed before without people hearing my speakers. How did I do that? I totally forgot. I think I didn't wear headphones. Or maybe I just put it on really, really quiet. But yeah. It's going to work out fine. And I'm glad that the quality is working so well. I don't know what I did, but it works. I think I'm louder than before without any interruptions. I think the quality is better from the camera, and even the sunlight isn't bothering. Hast den Schrank selber aufgebaut oder abgebaut? The wardrobe, I didn't build it. It was already there when I went in. Also es war schon da, vormöbliert. So, yeah, that's a good thing. Funny thing, this is a water bottle, by the way. I put energy in there. Like I said, I have syrup, energy syrup, and I just put it in a sparkling water bottle. Wie geht sowas? Wie geht was? And I'm so excited. I feel like I will be there. I will be streaming with a lot more enthusiasm. And funny thing, it looks so different as well. Like me with that background, it seems so unfamiliar. I was streaming so regularly, so I'm still so used to the old flat, but it looks so much more beautiful, and I do look different as well, but I think it's the lighting and everything. Auch wenn es schon da war. Ich habe es ja nicht zusammengebaut. Der Schrank war ja dort schon, als ich eingezogen bin. Fertig aufgebaut alles. Yeah. And just... There's really nothing that I could say is working bad. It's working a little too well, I think. There's just... You could think that this is a bad sign, but like I said, I'd be prepared to fall and learn from all the people. Like seriously, meanwhile, I see so much from people that I don't know, that from people that are older than me, which is incredible and which I want to keep on doing as well. And see what I want to become and what I don't want to become. And I want a person who can do the same thing. You can influence people without even knowing it. There are people who are willing to learn and really interested in what you have to say, especially if you're an old person and are really interested in your life story. So it really is worth it becoming older and not always thinking like, I'm not gonna pass 30. I hope I don't live past 30. No, it would be a shame. Like, you can pass on so much stuff. There is so much to learn. There's so much to see. And yeah, it would be a shame to lose that. Not just from yourself, but also from the people who you learn something from. You can keep that stuff you learn from them and pass it on to the next generation. You can have a huge influence. You can. I'm not saying that it's always like that, but I think it is definitely possible, especially for the future. War das damals alles vom Vermieter ausgehend? Ja, ich habe nichts gemacht. Ich habe mich nicht mal gewehrt. Ich habe mein Handy genommen, bin raus, Polizei gerufen. Buenas noches. Way yo. Aber wie gesagt, mit den jetzigen Vermietern, ich bin todeszufrieden. Mega nett. Schön. Ich könnte mich echt nicht beschweren. Die wohnen auch zum Glück nicht im selben Haus. So, yeah, that is everything I had planned, what I wanted to say, which had to get rid of, which I had to just say that I'm learning Turkish, that I have clear goals now, that I used to be sad and try to build my persona around it. And now I'm just feeling good. I still don't know if I still need a persona I want to keep for streaming, because I feel like every streamer is known for something special, something that can describe them in one sentence. A lot of streamers, like I said, not everyone of course, but there's always something making them special or different than others. And I do want to have that, a thing that is different, but maybe I shouldn't look for it. Maybe it's just something that you have or don't have. But trying to build a sad persona up just because no one has done it or because you're sad, it's just not working, especially when you feel better. You don't want to prevent yourself from getting better. And yeah, it's just not right. And you can't base your reality about an emotion. I think everyone gets sad, happy, anxious every now and then. It's normal. We're all humans. I don't want to speak too much like as if I was a motivational coach or something, or like I'm the 40-year-old person, or 40 is still pretty young actually, 60-year-old person who can tell you everything about life. And even a 60-year-old will never be able to tell you all about life, but they can tell you a huge lot. So like I said, I don't want to be that or try to send that signal, but it's just the things that I have learned the last few years, and I definitely wanted to say that. And I wanted to tell you the story, of course. I think it is really interesting how everything shifted and how everything turned out. So yeah, and like I said, my goals still, I'm learning Turkish, and my goal now is 2 years of learning it. Oh, you mean I don't know what you're saying. So I can't believe that this was a 2 hours talk, just saying how I've been and appreciating you guys and telling the story. I didn't expect it to go on for so long, but I'm glad. It's definitely one of my best streams, I would say. It's been so long, you can talk all you want, bro. I want to stream tomorrow again, but I'm still not 100% sure if I can, but I think 90%. 90%. There's still this chance that it doesn't work, but I want to, and I think it will. So, like I said, next week I'm on vacation, so I will be streaming more there. And maybe I can do more outside streams, since it's my mobile data that I've upgraded. Why did I never think of that? It's not even that expensive. I'm traveling tomorrow morning myself. Well, I don't travel, but I will be still here, but I don't have to work, so. Die Nase könnte man mit Hyaluronisch spritzen, dann wird sie kerzengerade. Lass mal eine schiefe Nase, Warum sagt jeder was zu meiner Nase, ey? Das ist meine Nase. No one mentioning my tilted nose ever again. It's not tilted, okay? It's a normal nose. But the funny thing is, once one person starts noticing it, nobody can unsee it. Passt schon, ich mach sowas auch nicht. Hab bloß letztens live auf TikTok gesehen. Meine Nase ist gerade okay. So, it's so funny how I say the word so often. Every time I say so, if every time I'd say so, you drink a sip of something, I think you'd be drunk. But I don't wanna enforce drinking alcohol. I don't drink alcohol myself, so yeah, and I feel good about that. Seriously, I feel like I will be a lot healthier than a lot of people. Once I'm in my 30s, 40s, because I just don't drink any alcohol, and I'm really happy about that. And yeah, if I do sport and get my caffeine addiction away a little bit, then I'm good. I never had alcohol and never smoked anything. Same thing here. And I think that's the best thing you can do, because if you never start doing something, you will not have the urge to do so. Oh. So yeah. Amazing, we still have so much time. I'm still not sure if I want to play something today. I have to look for my capture card as well. But it's comfy right now, so yeah. IRL still going. But funny thing is that my microphone was recording like in a really robotic voice before, and that doesn't happen anymore, so I don't know why, I don't know how I fix it, but it worked. Which is really good. 6 viewers it's amazing, especially how long you guys stay with me. Thank you so much, everyone who's watching right now. It doesn't really sound much, but it's still incredible. Like, for a normal streamer that isn't like huge size, that is a really good number. Always, bro. What games do you play or would you like to play? Metal Gear. I still have a marathon from 2 years ago open, and I want to play the games with the spin-offs, especially with the spin-offs, because I haven't played spin-offs, like most of them at least. I played Snake's Revenge, and I know that this is part of the marathon as well, and I don't want to play it, but we will get through it. We will get through it. I hate Snake's Revenge so much. I did see the new remake from the Metal Gear games, or the remake, which is 60 euros for the normal HD collection plus some games, one of which is Snake's Revenge. Why would they put it in there? Or Metal Gear NES? I think there was a part as well from the collection, which I don't get, since that is just such a bad game. These games are bad. But for the Metal Gear Battlefront, I will have to play them. I don't want to. I want to play the good Metal Gear games. It's and I just realized how many there will be. There are so many games on my watch list, and the problem as well is that I always wanted to play most games on stream. So I needed to stream before I could play new games, and there are so many new games I want to play. And by new games I don't mean new like new PS5 games or something, but new, or I mean games that I haven't played, and there are so many. And we still have some people who might join in by the stream, some friends of mine, one of which wants me to play Dark Souls. He said, hey, I could be in a voice call. I don't want to be seen, but my voice is alright. If it's heard. So that's a little more entertainment. I think there is a lot more to laugh. And Louis, which I already did a stream with, the podcast, which will still be a thing. We want to continue that since he's one of my best friends, and it will be funny. You've seen the first part. If you haven't seen the first podcast, you can still watch it. It's on YouTube, and I do like it. I think we both. It's just a good combi. Well, I'm ready to watch whatever you play. So glad. Yeah, I still have to figure out a way how to make this entertaining for people who don't play the game or don't like types of games, but still watch it, even if they don't like the genre or video games in general. My goal is just to entertain. I still want to play these games, and if I can do it on stream, why wouldn't I? Like, it wouldn't make any sense. I like it, and I want to play these games, and streaming is a bonus motivation to play games that I have on my watch list as well, because I can think of, hey, if I play a game and do a stream, I do two things. I have two birds with one stone, and yeah, that's a good thing. But I still want to make this as entertaining for people who don't like the games as possible, because I want to make this still entertaining. I don't want followers of mine or people who like to watch my streams, I don't want to bore them. I want to make this as entertaining as possible for them, which can be a lot of a challenge, because sometimes you are focused on the game, and sometimes you do have to talk about the game, or a lot of times you have to talk about a game, and that is important, especially if you play the game, because there are also people who watch a stream and want to see a reaction on things. And that's good, it belongs like that, but finding this middle ground between making this interesting for people who want to see me play this game, especially for newer viewers who just come in for seeing me playing this game, or not here because they want to see me, but because they want to see someone play this game. And if it make it entertaining for them, and they would stay because they think, hey, that guy is nice, I like that, I like him. That shouldn't sound as gay as it just did, but yeah. I just hope that I can catch some interest, and yeah, that they then maybe will stick with me there. And if they see me play this game, that their expectations are satisfied, that they say, hey, oh my god, that was just so interesting, him playing the game differently, especially than I did, and how he reacted to that. But also for people who know me already and don't know this game or don't even like this game, still be in the stream and then in a quieter phase of the game, just me talking, telling some stories, telling some stuff, make this interesting for them. I hope finding this middle ground will be possible. It's not that easy sometimes. Sometimes it's really hard to even say anything. Not just if you concentrate, but also if you just don't know what to say at all. I did write some topics down in a lot of streams, but pre-writing some topics down, sometimes it does seem like a good idea while writing them down, but in the stream you look at it and now like, yeah, what am I supposed to say about that? I can say 2 sentences and this topic is over. Or once I had a topic written down that is relevant for Germany, and I'm streaming on English, so it was really, I couldn't even translate that because it's such a German thing, so I couldn't even talk about it. So yeah. Sometimes the ideas seem a lot better than while I'm writing them than when I'm actually in the stream. And sometimes I see a topic and are like, I actually don't really want to talk about that right now. Sometimes it's just not your mood. Just there are days where you want to talk about something, and sometimes you're not really interested in that. It's just this emotion shifting. Yeah, you can be enthusiastic about a topic on one day and not really care about another. Most of the times you talk about what's on your mind, or what's new and happening right now, or stories from the past, but also mostly it is in a flow, in a talking flow, which can be hard to have on stream since you're the only person in the room, of course. And I'm not really sure, but speaking English may also make this a little more difficult. I think speaking English could be making me more tired, but I'm not really sure on that. That could just be a theory. A game theory. No, oh my god. Yeah, that's a thing as well. MadPat stops doing YouTube, which is so sad. Like, the channels will still exist, but without him, it won't be the same. But you speak pretty well. I can understand everything you say. Thank you very much. I think I can speak fluent, or fluently. So much about that. But still, sometimes there are like so specific words or just words that I just don't need in my day-to-day life. Like today it has shown like a lot. Like me as a German, why do I need words like the ones I googled today? Like landlord. I that was the first time I heard it, but I never needed to use that because how many times do I talk about a landlord of mine or of someone else? It's just so, it just happens so rarely that or what was the word again? Warning letter. I mean, it does make sense. It's easy to remember. Warning letter, like it warns you. But in Germany, it's just a whole different word, so I didn't realize that the translation would be that simple. And yeah, it's just some words that make it difficult. But I feel like that isn't even the big problem. There are some words missing, but I feel like it's this constantly speaking in a language that you're not grown up with. Even if you watch YouTube, if you watch series or movies, anything, if you really do have that contact with that language a lot, I feel like listening is always easier, way easier than actually speaking English or another language that you're not grew up with. I think that makes such a huge difference. I think you're just generally, I think even if I were to stream in German, I think it would exhaust me to talk a lot and to really think of topics and everything. I think that would exhaust me as well, but I feel like English makes this happen faster because my brain probably has to do, I don't even think that much more, but I think it has to do more work. What do you call it in German? You mean warning? Warning letter? You call it Abmahnung, and that is, if you were to translate it word by word, it would be Warnbrief, which isn't a word. Yeah, like that makes the difference. Sometimes English words are like really easy and so easy to memorize because they're just so simple, you know what I mean? Like in Germany, every word that has to do with law, with contracts or written down, there are like specific words for that are only for that. They're only there for that. But warning letter, what a warning is, you know what a warning is, you know what a letter is, so you can easily remember that and you can easily understand what it means when you hear it. But in Germany, there are so many words you need to learn, and not just that, like letters or laws and stuff like that. There are so difficult words that even I, as a German, and most Germans probably don't understand what is written there because it's written in such a complicated German that which no one ever uses, but I think in English it's the same thing. And there would be a huge thing that would scare me moving to America or Canada or whatever, that even though I do speak the language and even though I speak it well, that there are just so many single words, especially for work, where they expect me to understand everything, expect me to work hard. It's in Germany the same thing, and sometimes I don't even get what my boss that is talking German with me wants from me or understand him wrong. I think in English that could happen a lot more, which I'd be afraid of, and I'd be afraid of letters that I don't understand and laws and stuff like that, because this is written in really complicated English. I did see some more difficult English words, and even though English is such a simple language, those are words that are really hard. Like, you really have to sit down and think of, oh my god, what does that sentence mean? I mean, in Germany it's the same thing, so maybe it won't be that bad, but I will have troubles understanding a lot of letters that I would understand in Germany. But I think there are people that could help me with that. I would make friends there as well, and they could probably help me. I'm learning German now. Don't get started with that. It's difficult. I'm learning Turkish, and let me tell you, it's a funny language. I love that there just aren't any words like that, like he is or something like that. You just say he. You talk like a fucking caveman. It's so funny. You don't say what is your profession, you say what profession. But in the word profession is the word you have to switch up the word a little bit depending on if you say you as if there are three people of you, like multiple people, or you single person, or he, she, it is the same thing. But depending on that, the word switches up a little. But you also don't have the word you. I mean, you do have it, but you don't really use it a lot because it's a lot of times it's in the word, which is just so funny. What profession? Or Appleware. Storeware. I love it so much. It's just so amazing. It's so simple and funny. But you do get confused a lot because there are so many words that are just so similar, and you confuse it so much because there's just one letter that's different, and this makes it complicated again because they're so similar that you confuse it so much. And sometimes there are words where you think, how can they mean the same thing? Like, sometimes they're just words. I can't come up with an example right now, but imagine fucking keyboard, speaker, and rain, all the same word. Just as an example, of course, but a lot of times Turkish is just that. So just so many words mean the same thing, and so many words are just having one letter difference. Cut the sentence in half. Yeah, basically. But the funny thing is, the longer your sentence gets, not the sentence gets longer, but the fucking word. Sometimes you have words that are just like that. I just love it. I love it. It's amazing. This language really only concentrates on the most important things. And you don't say it is raining, you say rain is raining. This guy on YouTube motivated me to learn multiple languages. But don't set your goals too high. If you learn 2 or 3 languages at the same time, not only you can confuse the words and think, wait, was this word yet? And now, why do I say some German words in between so many times? Maybe you will think that, wait, was it the Spanish word for or was it the French word for or? So you can confuse it a lot if you make this too much. I would focus on one language at a time. I feel like your brain can process that better as well. But if you're able to do that, I won't stop you, of course. I mean, if you learn a lot of languages, if you're able to do it, amazing. So if I learn Turkish, I can speak 3 languages and a little bit of French. But French is just so little, you can't even call it speaking French. But it's really fun learning a language as well. Of course, sometimes it's exhausting, but I'm doing it when I don't have anything better to do anyways, like when there's just nothing going on at my workplace or in the train, then I'm doing it. But I'm doing 1 lesson every day. Not more, not less. And I've been doing that for, I think, 370 days or so now. I know it's more than a year. So it's amazing. I can say I've learned Turkish for over a year. It's just sick. This is amazing. And I really mean it when I say this. Because just most of the time I don't do anything more than a year. So me still keeping this up is really, really amazing. But now comes the important part. Now, even after a year, I still have to keep up. And that's why my next goal will be 2 years. Not unrealistic to reach, but not so demotivating as saying 10 years. This is important as well. Maybe I can play some music now, especially since I need to go to the toilet right now. I'm still afraid that 150 gigabytes won't be enough. But I can't turn the speaker off, so You won't hear it twice. I hope the music fits. I didn't want to play it before because this was like a serious topic, and if heavy music is playing in the background, that would be weird, I think. But now, I think it's fine. I do have to say that I'm really... By the way, I love that my bathroom is this close. And I do have to say, I'm really glad that the lighting is working so well, because when I had the lights in front of me, it was just so... my eyes got really dry and I felt weird, and it was really bright. Well, so I'm glad that I don't have to fucking burn my eyes off with lights that are right in front of me, but can chill a little and just have this normal screen light. I think the blue and purple isn't as good as I wish it would be, because I wished it would be like lighting up the room a little more, but I guess you can't have everything. And it's fine. I think it still looks sort of like I want to, and you still can see the colors. It is colorful, so I won't complain. And there's absolutely no reason to complain. Like I said, I'm still worried that 150 gigabytes, especially if I'm streaming a lot, won't be enough. Let me see how much I have used up already. But I did put the quality a lot down. 10 gigabytes. So I have streamed for 3 hours today, so 10 gigabytes. Critical. I can stream. See, that's a little bit of a problem. You're doing good. I'm proud of you. Proud of your hard work to get the stream working again. Thank you so much. I mean, it's not that. It wasn't this much of hard work, but it still took like an hour or so. So it was an effort, but definitely not hard work. And I'm glad that I can talk from here and you can still hear it. And it's still on a volume that is acceptable and on a quality which isn't terrible, because back then I needed to sit straight in front of a microphone. So that feels really good. But yeah, I'm talking too much about stream, I feel like. Like when I watch a stream and someone starts talking about his setting and everything. At least it used to not interest me, and I'd be like, Jesus, I don't care. Now, when I hear it, I feel like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But yeah, I think for the majority of people, it isn't. It isn't that. Isn't that good to hear? It's just boring for most of people. I feel like, and that's fine. I do understand it. It used to be for me too, until I started streaming myself, and a little bit before. Because I thought like, oh, okay, that's how he does it, or oh, okay, that sounds interesting. Or if someone says something like, yeah, my whole recording, or it didn't record or something, or my whole recording got late, I always thought and think like, oh my god, poor guy. Because that is a pain. But I feel like even though the fewest people have that problem, everyone can relate to that and everyone feels the pain. So glad being back here. Still feels like a dream. Let me check if it is. It's not. I want to get into lucid dreaming again. I mentioned it before. I still want to do it, but I'm not. I should be more concentrated. I need to focus more on remembering my dreams and to check if I'm dreaming. I still do it every now and then, but it's really important that I really know why I'm doing this. And I'm letting my hair grow. Now I can even make a... How's that thing called again? When you put your hair like that? A ponytail. That's it. Yeah, I like that hair color. Thank you very much. I recolored it again at the barber shop. Oh no, not barber shop. Barber. And I'm letting it grow still. And I did already work with a ponytail. Who thought that I might do that? Maybe I was doing with a ponytail. Funny thing is, I didn't. Funny thing is, I still need to use hair. How's that thing called that's holding your hair in place? Hair glue. I still need to put that to make it so that it's a ponytail, otherwise my hair would just be really messy and hang all over there. But the ponytail may look good. Yeah, I had some bad ponytails as well. Well, like I said, everything just was wild. Can't believe it's already been 3 hours. Time rolls. Yeah. But I feel like since I'm making a video out of that too, it shouldn't be too long as well. So I think that's where I'm gonna end it. Maybe I'm gonna stream in like a few hours again, but I'm not really sure on that. Can't guarantee it. And a break will do me good, I think. And yeah, then I think of what I want to do. Maybe I want to do a real life stream, maybe I want to do a gaming stream. Yes, I'm working. Not today, not tomorrow, but Friday and Saturday. And after that, I'm on vacation. So, I think, yeah, I will end the stream or maybe do a break, especially since I need to clear my head again. I've talked for 3 hours now. It does get exhausting. It always looks easy and it looks like for a lot of streamers they're like full of energy the whole time and still can put so much energy in there, especially if you see the YouTube compilations. But yeah, it does get exhausting after a time. It's not as easy as it looks, definitely. But I will eat my bread still. Send an update through of my workout results on Insta. If you do that, you still have to send some before pictures so I can see the before and afterward. Would be really good. The longer the before photos were ago, the better. That's the thing when you work out. You never make pictures before you work out, which is really important. Because you always think, maybe I won't get through with it, and you don't want to make these pictures, and you think, But oh my god, is that important? Because if you do it for like a few years, you do want to see the comparison to how you look back then, and then you think like, oh my god, why didn't I do pictures before? It'd be so interesting. I really want to see the comparison of how much I gained. Especially taking pictures of everything, not just your arms, but also your chest, your abs, your legs. Everything that you want to train. If I was to work out again, I take pictures before. At least I hope that. But I mean, I do play basketball, and I still think it's really interesting to see how, especially not just my muscles didn't grow anything, but the form is different. Like I do look a little bit different. It's more defined. Has a little bit of a different form, and I do like it more. Yeah, I do like it more even. And I do like that my stamina is really went up. My stamina has become amazing. Not my but my stamina that is like for a short time, you know, where you there are these different types of stamina. These, for example, how long can you keep a steady pace? That is, I think I think that is the normal stamina. Just how long can you keep things up at a steady pace, like jogging and walking, I think. Yeah, like walking, riding a bike, something like that you can do for hours and hours. I think that is the normal stamina, but there is one thing I'm really bad at, and I want to be better at it because it's really important for basketball. Keeping up your maximum power and your maximum speed and your everything you have for as long as possible. I'm talking about that type of stamina that I want to train. I don't know how it's called. I didn't even know it in German before a friend told me that. But I want to get better at that. Because I'm really bad at that. Cardio helps a lot, yeah. Basketball especially. I do want to get better in basketball. It can be really frustrating if you really give it your best and you still are so far behind so many people. It can get frustrating. But I do want to see how far I can come. And the good thing is, I have some friends who I can play with. And the good thing is they get better as well. So the standard at which I'm playing has to get better. Like I'm the only one intensively training that. But there are some other people who get better, and I want to get better because I'm training that, because I want to get better at it. But yeah, practice makes perfection, that's right. But I feel like I'm years behind some people. So I just have to find a way to keep this up. By the way, I didn't expect it, but I'm sort of in my prime right now, push-up wise. Last week, I tried to do as many push-ups as I could, and I did 60. I never did 60 before, which is incredible. I thought at 16 I was in my prime, where I trained pretty much 4 days a week intensively. That was my most intense training. But now, without training anymore, without doing anything, I did 60. Maybe with basketball, I'm just keeping my my muscles and my strength, or maybe even got better, not even knowing that. Maybe I do get more muscles. Maybe I will see them in a few years after playing basketball. Or maybe those are different muscles that don't look big or that are like looks, but muscles that are more on quality that will actually that are there to help you be active and actually doing something. Because I mean, there are like these muscles that you can only train for like looks, that are big and huge and everything, but don't really help you. You're not stronger, you're not faster, you're not anything. It just looks like you're really strong and everything, but you aren't really. I mean, you can lift a lot of weight, but that's it. The workout I use to do with you helped me with push-ups. That's amazing. So glad. And I'm just so glad I can say that I still improved. And do it further. Don't give up. I know you won't, especially since you kept on doing it. It is amazing. I'm really happy that you're doing this for so long, and yeah, it's really glad. It's really good to see. You're already a machine, but if you keep this up, then you will hold it like that, or maybe even bigger, but I don't really think that's necessary for you. I think you are a really high point at. If I had these muscles, I just do the workouts to maintain them. My goal wouldn't even be to make them bigger at that point. Thanks, bro. Yeah, just keep up the good work. And yeah. But like I said, I finished my bread. So maybe I will stream in a few hours again. But for now I need at least a break. I'm not really sure if I will do another one today, but I'm trying. Depending on how I feel. I don't know why, but it does make one really tired, and now I don't want to just talk without any how's it called? Well, any energy, without any energy anymore. Just wouldn't make any sense. Gameplay. Yeah, wouldn't make sense as well when I just play a game and don't say anything. I do want to make this entertaining and fun to watch. I always have to ask myself the question, would I watch that? And I feel like this is a stream that I would have watched. But it's always weird to sort of think that of someone self, because I already know my life, I already know what happens, and I know myself as a person, so seeing more of me just wouldn't make any sense for me. So I wouldn't watch any of my streams because I know myself so good. It would be just boring because every story I tell is a story I already know. So yeah, especially since I'm telling it on stream as well. Like I already know the stream because I already watched it by doing it right now. If that makes any sense. So I don't get it when so many streamers say, hey, would you watch that stream yourself? Always a difficult question, but I think I just have to see it from another perspective. But yeah, it's always depending on what your goal is. Like, my goal isn't to reach millions of people. My goal is just to be entertaining for those who watch me. And yeah. I still don't think I'm doing a perfect job, or to be honest, even a good job. A lot of times, because sometimes I'm just streaming too much when I'm tired. That's the problem. I need to do more breaks maybe, and yeah, and say something even if I'm concentrated. But I think it's just I just need to practice a little more and do more streams. So I'm just hyped for the future. I'm hyped to stream more, and yeah, that's it for the stream. And I don't want to repeat everything I say as well and have these brain lags. It's really not to underestimate. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. For everyone who stayed in the stream, who tuned in, see you, bro. Thank you guys so much. It's just so amazing. Like I said, seeing these familiar names, I wanted to say faces, but sadly I don't see them. Just amazing. I'm back, and there are just so many here. I'm a person who can't cry, but if I could, or if I'd be like emotional, I would. Yeah, I'm so happy you're back. Until next time. Yeah, definitely. I'm happy to be back as well, and to see every one of you back. So, thank you so much again. Thank you, because I can't say it enough. And yeah, until next time, which might be today.